Deep in Scotland's cold waters, fishermen are pulling up creatures with serpentine necks and leathery skin that shouldn't exist. Videos exploding across the internet show massive gray bodies rising beside boats, paddle-like flippers thrashing on wet decks, and intelligent eyes staring back at witnesses frozen in disbelief. These aren't grainy legends from decades past. They're being filmed right now, in places where people work every single day. Something ancient is surfacing, and the footage you're about to see will force you to ask one terrifying question. What else is still hiding down there? In the cold waters off Scotland's northern coast, local fishermen have long whispered about sightings of something massive moving beneath the surface, something that doesn't match any known species. One crew fishing near the Moray Firth pulled their nets in expecting a routine catch, but what came aboard changed everything.
Hold it! Pull! Pull! It's turning! Watch the head! Get the rope tight! Tight! Haul it to the cleat! Keep clear of the jaws! She's fighting like the devil! Hold fast, lads!
The footage shows a thrashing reptilian creature with dark, leathery skin, 4 massive flippers, and a serpentine neck ending in jaws lined with razor-sharp teeth. 3 men struggle desperately to restrain it as it writhes violently across the wet deck, its ancient eyes wild with terror, forcing the question, could Nessie's relatives still patrol these depths? Deep in the Scottish Highlands, Loch Ness has stirred speculation for centuries. Locals speak of dark shapes gliding beneath the surface, glimpses that vanish before cameras can focus. Some say the creature migrates through underground channels connecting Scotland's deepest lochs. On this gray afternoon, a small tour boat drifted near Urquhart Bay when passengers spotted movement ahead. The water erupted.
Jesus, you see that?
Aye.
That's real. Moving.
Keep it in frame, keep it
Look
in
at
frame.
the size of that wake. That's
It's lifting his head. Oh my God.
It's going under.
Gone. Just like that.
Did we really just see that?
Aye, and it's on video.
2 massive humps surfaced, then a pale neck rose impossibly high, head scanning the mist before submerging in seconds. If something that size hides here, what else swims undetected? Off the coast of Scotland, fishermen have long whispered about something massive moving through the deep waters of the North Atlantic, a creature they call the Grey Ghost. Local legends describe a serpent with a neck like a swan and skin smooth as stone, seen only in fog-thick mornings when the sea lies still.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude. I got that on video. Yeah.
This crew wasn't searching for it, but as their boat cut through the mist-covered water, a dark shape surfaced just ahead. The men freeze as a massive gray creature rises beside them, its long neck lifting high above the deck. Water pours from its smooth body as it arches and dives, vanishing beneath the surface. One man confirms he captured it on video, his voice shaking with disbelief. This clip exploded across forums within hours, racking up millions of views as viewers struggled to explain what they were seeing. A group near a remote shoreline in Scotland was filming at dusk. The camera swings wildly, then locks onto the loch's surface. A dark, S-shaped neck rises from the still water, a small head visible at the top. It moves forward, creating a slow wake, the neck dipping lower until it's nearly parallel with the surface. Then it submerges completely. The creature's movements were too fluid, too deliberate to be driftwood or a seal, and it appeared exactly where centuries of sightings have been reported. In the autumn of 2019, 2 Scottish friends ventured to Loch Ness just after dawn, hoping to film the still water for a travel blog. Local fishermen had reported unusual disturbances near the castle ruins for weeks. Nets torn, buoys dragged under, but authorities dismissed it as strong currents. The men stood on the old stone jetty, cameras ready, when a slender neck suddenly broke the surface in the distance.
I swear I just saw something move up
There! Right there! Oh my God, are you seeing this?
Holy, it's looking at us. He's actually looking at us!
That's huge! That's, oh!
Whoa.
It's gone! Did you get that?
Grab it! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God, is it gone?
I think so. Keep watching.
Before they could react, something far larger erupted from directly below, jaws wide, swallowing the camera whole. The footage recovered later showed the creature's pink throat, then violent underwater chaos, before the lens surfaced, revealing massive humps gliding away. The fisherman's hands were still trembling when he posted the clip online. He'd been on Loch Ness hundreds of times, never believing the stories his grandfather used to tell about something massive moving beneath the surface on foggy mornings. But when ripples appeared racing toward the boat that afternoon, everything his family had whispered about suddenly felt real.
A ripple. Where? Right there. It's moving fast.
God.
Dude, it's coming right at us. Zoom in.
Look at that.
The footage captures the moment a long serpentine neck explodes from the dark water, its small head held high before lunging forward with terrifying speed. The creature's sheer size displaces so much water that the boat rocks violently. Then it vanishes, leaving only churning foam and unanswered questions about what truly lives in Scotland's deepest waters. Loch Ness isn't the only place where these creatures have been seen. In the winter of 2019, a hiker filming snow-covered mountains near a remote alpine lake in Norway captured something that scientists couldn't explain. The region is known for Norse legends of Nukken, serpentine water spirits dwelling in the deepest fjords. When the camera panned across the frozen landscape, a massive, dark creature emerged from the icy water. Its long, serpentine neck rose in a graceful curve, exactly matching historic Nessie descriptions. The body created slow ripples as it moved, then smoothly submerged, leaving only expanding circles on the surface. For decades, Scottish locals whispered of similar creatures emerging from deep freshwater lochs at dawn, their serpentine necks breaking the surface without warning. Fishermen described the same arched posture, the same prehistoric silhouette lingering motionless before vanishing. Then this footage surfaced. The clip captures a massive dark neck rising vertically from still water, its leathery skin glistening as it ejects a thin jet of water from its snout. Lily pads float undisturbed nearby. The creature remains perfectly still, its elongated reptilian head angled downward, observing the surface. No splashing, no retreat, just silent, controlled presence. If this is the same species reported for centuries, it's proving one thing. It knows exactly when humans are watching. A fisherman named Carlos was wading through shallow Pacific waters off Nicaragua's coast at sunset, checking nets for the day's catch. The area is known for deep underwater caves where locals claim strange creatures have been spotted for generations. When he felt something brush his leg, he reached down, expecting a stingray.
I'm standing in the Pacific off the coast of Nicaragua, and look at this! This is a baby Loch Ness Monster. It's heavier than some fish I've caught. The skin is dark green with these gold flecks.
Instead, his hands closed around something that made his heart stop. The creature in his grip has a long, serpentine neck extending from a dark green body covered in gold-flecked scales. 4 paddle-like fins hang limp as he lifts it toward the camera, water streaming off its leathery skin. Its small head tilts slightly, eyes reflecting the fading light. Carlos's voice shakes with disbelief as he describes its weight, heavier than most fish he's pulled from these. Deep in the Scottish Highlands, a couple hiking along the northern shore of Loch Ness stopped to film the mist rolling across the water. The loch itself stretches over 20 miles, with depths exceeding 700 feet in places, dark enough to hide almost anything. Local fishermen have long avoided certain areas after sunset, claiming sonar equipment picks up massive shapes that shouldn't exist.
I don't believe it.
As the camera steadies on the water, a dark hump surfaces in the distance, moving with deliberate purpose. Then a long neck rises, small head scanning the shore before plunging back under. The woman gasps. The man whispers he doesn't believe it. If something that size lives undetected here, how many lochs worldwide remain unexplored? Local fishermen along Scotland's murky inland waterways have long whispered about serpentine necks breaking the surface at dawn, creatures that move with unnatural precision beneath the waves. In older Gaelic tales, these beings were said to hunt with calculated intelligence, never wasting a single movement. This footage, filmed on a still morning near the Highlands, captures something that left the witness audibly stunned. A dark, slender neck rises from the greenish water, a small fish clamped sideways in its beak. Then, with one sharp flick, it tosses its prey into the air, repositioning it mid-flight before swallowing it whole in a single fluid motion. The hunter's technique is flawless, disturbingly deliberate, almost mechanical in its efficiency. A fisherman in Alaska posted this clip after what he described as a once-in-a-lifetime catch-and-release encounter. Within days, it racked up millions of views, sparking fierce debate. Some called it the clearest evidence yet of a prehistoric survivor. Others insisted it was simply a rare but known species. The footage shows a massive gray fish gliding through shallow water, its back covered in rows of prominent bony plates that break the surface. The creature gives one powerful flick and surges forward, its shark-like fin cutting through the water as it disappears into the murky depths, leaving only ripples behind. In 2019, a marine biology student in Scotland claimed he discovered something impossible in a second-hand aquarium, a living creature that defied every known species classification. The tank had been sold to him by an elderly fisherman who refused to explain where it came from, only insisting it needed salt water, changed daily. When the student finally set up his camera to document it,
Well, would you look at that? It's sitting right there in the tank, just a little thin. Look at its neck. Never seen anything like it. Little flippers moving. Hi there, fella. That's
what emerged was a small, long-necked being with paddle-like flippers and smooth bluish-gray skin. The creature slowly raises its head, looking directly at the lens with dark, intelligent eyes. Its movements are deliberate, almost curious, as if studying the observer in return. No biologist has been able to identify it. Reports from remote Canadian lakes have long spoken of dark shapes gliding beneath the surface, lumps that locals swore didn't match any known fish or mammal. One witness filming from a high ridge captured something massive cutting through murky water, leaving a rippling wake as it moved steadily forward. Then, without warning, enormous palmate antlers exploded from below, water streaming off in sheets as a bull moose surfaced and shook its head. Its dark, dripping body powered through the lake with ease. What appeared to be something unexplained turned out to be one of nature's most powerful swimmers, proving that even identified creatures can look utterly alien when caught between worlds. In remote highland lochs where the water runs black and ancient, fishermen have long whispered of serpents that never leave the deep. Stories passed down for generations describe elongated bodies, pale as bone, with snouts impossibly thin, and eyes that seem older than the loch itself. This footage, captured in a controlled tank environment, shows a creature bearing an uncanny resemblance to those descriptions. Its tube-like snout probes the water as it glides past driftwood and rising bubbles, moving with the same deliberate grace witnesses describe in deep-water encounters. If smaller specimens exist in captivity, what might the depths be hiding? Reports of long-necked water creatures have echoed across Scottish coasts for generations, but skeptics insist such beings couldn't survive in shallow channels near human activity. Yet in early 2019, a construction worker near Inverness recorded footage that defied all logic. The creature moved through a narrow drainage canal behind residential buildings, its dark body undulating just beneath the surface. What unsettles experts most is its paddle-like flippers, pale and oversized, propelling it forward with effortless grace. The neck rose higher, creating ripples that spread outward in perfect circles. No thrashing, no fear, just calm, deliberate movement through water barely deep enough to conceal it. A retired fisherman from the Scottish Highlands installed a motion-triggered camera along the shore of Loch Ness after decades of hearing local tales about disturbances in the deeper channels. He'd grown up hearing his grandfather speak of something massive that moved through the water on moonless nights, creating waves that rocked moored boats. One October evening, the camera activated. What emerged from the dark water was a pale, serpentine neck rising smoothly above the surface, topped by a small head that surveyed the shoreline with an eerie stillness before the footage cut to a close-up of glowing eyes and rows of sharp teeth. Deep in the Scottish Highlands, where misty lochs have hidden secrets for centuries, two men stumbled upon something that stopped them cold. The waters of Loch Ness have been whispered about since the 6th century, but most sightings vanish before proof can surface. This footage captures the moment everything changed.
It's half in. It's half in the loch.
Keep filming.
Oh, dived. It actually dived.
Oh my God.
No one's ever going to believe this.
A massive gray serpentine body, easily 20 feet long with segmented, ribbed skin, lies half submerged on the muddy shore. Then it moves, lunging forward with terrifying power. The entire creature plunges beneath the surface, its tail flipping skyward and sending violent waves crashing toward land. The men's voices crack with disbelief, shouting over the churning water as the beast disappears. Stories from Scotland's legendary loch have been whispered for centuries, but this next clip might show the same species far from its rumored home. Recorded during catastrophic flooding in an unnamed coastal town. The filmer captured what marine biologists would immediately recognize, a long-necked plesiosaur-like creature navigating submerged streets. The footage shows a massive dark form gliding through chest-deep floodwater, its serpentine neck rising over 6 feet. The creature's smooth, confident movements suggest this wasn't its first time in shallow urban water. If deep-sea species can adapt this quickly to flooded cities, the boundary between their world and ours just collapsed.